Hello, curious ones, and welcome to Route 37, the podcast of many topics. My name is Sonja.
And I'm Jen, her mama. This is where we take you on a winding ride of not only our stories, but the stories of others. Today, Sonja and I will be serving volley, just catching up because it's been a couple weeks since you've been here, hasn't it? You weren't here last week.
I was here last week, I thought. I came here last week.
Yeah, last Friday. Yeah. So we're just playing catch up. You'll hear some fun little noises because I'm building jewelry and she's looking things up on her phone. We have a few things that we're going to just kind of bounce around and talk about. Yeah. So I'm going to be making bracelets. So if you're ever interested in any of my bracelets, let me know and I will send you a personal bracelet for people that remember specific things about what's being said in our podcast. So we'll run a little
tester.
Yeah, we'll run a little tester to see who's listening. And I will send you a handmade, with love, bohemian styled bracelet or anklet of your choice.
Made with love.
That's all I got. It's the only thing I got left. And trust me, it takes everything I have for that not to wane.
Man,
Just saying.
What were we talking about last week?
Sex and the City. You wanted me to start watching Sex and the City. We were talking about dating and how you know an older gentleman that is having Botox at the age, mid-60s, he said?
I think so, yeah.
And we were talking about the makeup craze. We were talking about some solid subjects.
Well,
What are you looking for? Tweezers? Huh?
Yeah. I think I have a sliver. Dang. Hiding them.
We have everything here. We just had an amazing lunch.
Oh, yes, we did.
It was so good. Mommy loves having you here.
I love having me here, too.
How fun is this?
No offense, honey, Benjamin and Landon. I love you guys so much, but it hits different when your mama's cooking for you.
Exactly. So good. Jacob was here yesterday.
Oh, you make him something?
Well, he was meeting Riley, and of course I was making my own lunch, and I could not share. And he was like, "Nah, I don't want nothing." But once he's seen it,
Isn't he still doing like the?
no, they're doing low carb, but not carnivore.
Jacob, I love you. I knew that shit wouldn't last because I love Jacob, but he made it sound like he was like, yeah.
Well, we all have to find our own rhythm
I know, but
and what works best for us, especially if you're dieting.
Well,
as a professional dieter, who's tried everything from like Slim Fast. We were talking about Fen the other day. John and I think Alabama John and I were talking about Fen.
Speaking of,
because we were talking about Ozempic. So John and I were talking about Ozempic and like. Really, seriously, if you're in the market for greed or money, and if you could sell
any weight loss injectables, that's the route to go.
Oh, you'll be thin in 37 days.
You'll be thin and
I'm in.
Forget about
eating. Fuck that. No. Oh, I'll work it off. So yeah, I've been doing the rebounder, which I kind of enjoy. It's like, except for you've got to build up that pelvic floor. I had a college girl in here. I was telling her how I was rebounding, and she was telling me how she's already lost her pelvic floor with no babies yet. And I'm like, what? The jumping. She was at, what's that big place for kids where you jump?
Sky Zone.
Yeah. And she was like, wow, it made me feel like I got to pee my pants. And I was like, girl.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, I'm 55, and I'm doing the rebounder, which I call the jungle gym, and I can feel my pelvic floor literally lifting. It's my jungle gym. I put my headphones on, and I'm doing the jungle gym at night.
That's what I discovered at physical therapy today, was, you know how, and you guys can't see, sorry. So you know how us women, we stand, whatnot?
Slouch.
No. Oh. This has to do with our lower body. So you know how you're standing, and don't mind my belly. How we're standing.
I think they call that a fupa now.
Well, my husband likes mine, so.
Yeah, I hear men, please chime in any way if you want to be a podcast guest that you honestly, truly are attracted to a woman's fupa.
Let's put a pin in that too, because there's a post that I wanted to show you and get your opinion on about fupas.
What does pin mean?
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
We're gonna put a pin at minute marker 5.
Okay.
Backtrack.
Okay.
But no, physical therapy, standing, and I have hyper extended knees or whatever. But my one concern that I was telling my therapist about was I noticed, and yes, it probably has to do with my little gut that I have. But when I'm standing, I'm like, my pelvic floor is pointed out. So like people who are overweight, they're constantly like this because they're holding up their weight in their belly. Now, yes, I have some of that, but there comes an issue when it comes to my IBS too. But she was doing like something, asking me some questions, having me do some poses, and she's like, relax yourself. And I'm like, I am. She's like, honey, your pelvic is like reaching the ceiling. Like you're pointing, like your pelvic floor is pointing up. Oh. She's like, does your back hurt?
So they called that back in the olden day a tipped uterus, where your pelvic floor and your hips just naturally go up.
Yeah. So when I'm like laying down flat, it hurts. It hurts my back. She's like, honey, your pelvis is pointing up to the ceiling. She's like, relax. And I'm like, I am relaxed. I am as relaxed as a cucumber right now. So she's like, here, do this. She had me do it. I noticed a difference right away. Shocker. My back does not touch the floor. Like all of my back does not touch the floor. And she's like, now, no, that's not always associated with weight. And then she started asking me questions about Landon, which obviously. But I found out that that's another key to my back pain is the fact that I am constantly standing like this out. So like my ass has this weird shape when I need to be more like this. But I'm like this. Like shoulders back more than they need to be.
Well, I almost sent you this article, but I didn't want you to like. I should research it more before I speak about it, but maybe this will get you to research it for yourself. About girls, women, anybody, I guess it's any age group that they were talking about, who has their septum and their belly button pierced. The piercings and what it does to your energetic line down your spine. How it's just,
is this more of a chakra thing?
It had to do with posture. It had to do with a lot of different things.
Because I've heard
veered off into way many different possibilities, but
so
I was like, wow, that's a really interesting concept about, disrupting your median or lines. Like kind of your own body's ley lines.
It's funny you say that because Ben's twin brother, his ex-girlfriend, we were obviously close. Like we talked a lot whenever I saw her. She was like nervous to get her septum pierced. She was nervous to get like both sides of her nose pierced. She had her belly button pierced. I told her how I had these done right here,
which again was like the worst thing they said you could possibly do.
Oh my gosh,
I know, but whatever.
But she's like, okay, well, if I do these and say I do this, she's like, I don't like this. But she was thinking more spiritually and like chakra energy related wise, like the whole that thing type of. And I'm like. Then I was like, oh, I don't know.
But then you don't talk anymore because of that?
No, I mean, they're not together.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I thought, like, the way you were talking about that was more of, like, is this, like, an energy thing? Or is this
exactly what it was. It was an energetic frequency disruption is what the article was about. But it bled into many different areas. That's why I didn't reach out and send it to you, because I was like, we could talk about this all day long, and I didn't know if I...
Well, shit.
Because everybody's got a piercing now or a tattoo. Have you seen where they take that freaking tattoo off with... What?
The laser?
Aloe? No, naturally. With
naturally taking a tattoo off?
Yeah, just wipe it. Is it like... No, it's not real? But have you seen it?
That can't be real. And if it is, there's probably like acid or what, like some bad like...
Well, you had to do it in these specific steps, like lemon, aloe, or lime. I don't know. I don't have to know.
No
But I
offense,
was
but
like-
if it was your age trying to remove a tattoo,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people would have already done it by now if
there's
that
no
worked.
way.
That's what I said. But it was pretty convincing. If it was clickbait, I didn't touch it. But if that's what it's even called, where you're supposed to click on the thing.
I think this fucking bamboo stick gave me a sliver.
Yeah, that would not surprise me. Gotta
Sorry.
take one for the team.
For real. Dang. Getting hurt just to chit chat with y'all.
Sorry, I bent over the other day in my bedroom and I have my Arizona cactus and I was putting a sock on and it bit me in the butt. Yeah. Yeah. So when you feel it,
hi.
yeah, and I could that very fine cactus and I could feel it like a yeah.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
No, physical therapy though just definitely like opened my mind up to like, wow, I definitely hold my tension very well in my shoulders and my back, and I hate that. And it was
Me too.
It was more eye opening than you think.
Well, I believe
Just
it.
going
I
to
wish
that
I
one
could
session.
go. I wish I could go even just to the chiropractor. I want that. Aunt Michelle found this thing that it'll zap your neck if your posture's, and it'll zap you back. I want that thing.
Ask Jacob. Jacob's got this one thing where you wear kind of like a backpack, and it like just.
Is it weighted?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, because back in the days, Scarlett, the horse trainer, would duct tape my back. So you were forced to be like horseman posture. But we're so constantly looking down at our phone. We got that hump. You youngins, I'm even seeing getting that hump on your neck. Like
I walk into physical therapy, and all the people are my age, and they're on their phones. They're like, "Oh, hey." You can tell this is where my generation is starting to, kind of dive deeper into these bigger roles of like medicine and whatnot. Because I walk into the physical therapy place, and these people had to be no more than 30. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love your outfit. I love your look. Like you're doing it." And I'm like blushing. I'm like, "Stop, you're kidding." She's like, "No, do your thing, girl." I'm like, "Thanks."
yeah, you kids going to the doctor and all.
Trying to be healthy.
You know how I feel
shit.
about that. No, you stay healthy. You don't go to the doctor to be healthy.
Well, this isn't a doctor. This is therapy. This is physical therapy.
Who prescribed the therapy?
I asked my doctor to send a recommendation because you can't just walk up to a place and be like, "Hey, I need therapy." You have to get a recommendation.
Well, therapy, like...
Doctors want to put you on medication. I said, no, send me to someone that can help me better myself without medication. So that's the route that I took. Yeah.
So I want to look into the somatic exercises because it's stored trauma, like back pain, upper stiff neck, all the fun things. They say Pilates and certain other, and the rebounder jungle gym that I'm doing is really good for your lymph system, that and vagus nerve that runs all that.
You probably know this, but you should look up which chakra poses that you need to be doing for yoga. Because there are different poses based on the chakras you're trying to work on, whether that's through your voice, through your body, through, like, I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I did that years ago.
Because I'm doing a mix of that too in the evening.
Oh, yay.
Like incorporating that in with my yoga. And now that I have these extra exercises to do from physical therapy, oh my gosh, I'm super excited.
Yay. And you're looking forward to go home and do it. That's even better.
Where? Yeah, so like your throat chakra, heart chakra, sacral, I think I'm saying that right. Root chakra, crown chakra, gives like different poses.
I'm having a proud mom moment that Sonia is rattling off these
Pinterest.
new age terms.
People may think it looks goofy as fuck, but hey, it works for me.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
There's particular yoga I want to learn next. That's why I cannot wait for this place to sell, because Mom is going to dedicate one whole year to herself. Going and doing Pilates class. We'll go.
Imagine us doing a class with our fucking microphone.
Yeah, we'll totally do it. We'll find some we'll do hot house yoga, or we'll just do something like
Okay,
off the wall.
Ben's mom did hot yoga. She said that will knock you on your ass.
No, I hear it's quite the thing, but I would love to try it and see how we do. It would be kind of fun.
Oh, speaking of hot yoga, I kind of scared Ben the other day. We looked up our blood types when it comes to procreating and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we were talking about this? I think this was like last summer. We were talking about like blood types and how like it can affect.
Yeah, the RH factor.
Yeah. Look that up. We're on the clear. We're Gucci. But
I think you were supposed to do that before you got married.
What do you mean?
I thought that was part of the marriage thing. You had to do the test to make sure you could even get married. Didn't you have to do a blood type test before you got married?
What?
I don't know.
What kind of shit did you and Dad have to go through before you got married?
I don't know, because your sister seems to think that she's got a blood type that your dad and I can't produce together, and I'm like,
well,
wrong. Because the teacher told her.
I don't know if any of you know this, but my life has never been traditional in order. So, no.
Whose has? Show of hands. Well, what are you comparing normal to? What is your normal?
The normal that you tried with you and Dad. The normal that you tried to give us with you and Dad. You did have a more traditional lifestyle that you tried to carry on with us.
Right, yeah. Well, that was...
Now, yes, I'm doing that traditional aspect with my own family, but it's not like to a T. But I'm saying like in the order of which I've done these things, like have a kid, get married, graduate, all that.
Yours
I'm
hasn't
saying
been. Yours has been.
Right, like none of my shit's ever in order. Shocker. But hey, I still make the best out of it.
Gee, I wonder where you got that from.
Fuck it, it's my life. Shit, I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
We did the whole blood thing, but I kind of scared him because we do want to think about having more sooner rather than later. Obviously, we have to work out our jobs and money first. But I told him, I was like, hey, I hear you're going to the sauna. Did you know the sauna kills your little army dudes?
I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
And he's like, I'll stop the sauna right away. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, if you want them...
There's a lot of things that stop the little dudes.
I told him all of those things. So he's on the straight and narrow now about giving me the best of his men when we do.
Okay, well then you got to give him the best of yours.
And that is okay.
No Celsius.
And that is why I'm doing everything I can for my health right now. Like going to physical therapy and making sure I'm in check. But yeah, it's funny how life can be sometimes.
Yeah, it's called age. Isn't it fun? It gets funner.
Yeah, I just turned 25 and I'm definitely seeing it with the people I work with now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's funner.
Oh.
But I was telling this other girl yesterday, holy shit, and she's only 22. Seriously, snap your fingers right now. Snap your fingers. That's how quick it goes.
What do you mean?
Life.
Oh, yeah.
1 minute. I mean, seriously, it seems like for me, it just was yesterday. I was your age, and I had my white picket fence, and me and Jacob were playing in the yard. It was just, us, your young little family, like you and Landon are right now. And you got the white picket fence. You got all the fun things. Yeah, it's kind of
makes you emotional. Yeah.
Well, you start to self-reflect a little more, like, damn, how did I get from there?
Okay, so that's why I was texting you and Dad yesterday.
Oh, yeah, don't be putting that shit out in the universe.
It's not that I meant to, it's my body was just...
Like, no.
I know.
We don't do that here.
But, what was the thing?
Like, for reals.
Don't even get me started. It's a whole different feeling when you have a kid at 16. Landon's he's going to be 9 this year.
Yeah, I noticed.
Holy shit.
I know, Uncle Josh has been gone 9 years.
I know, because I also was telling people at work that it's been 9 years since I found out I was pregnant with Landon.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Well, it looks like crazy on an ordinary day.
Your one post. You saw Uncle Josh's truck?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That was that day?
No, it was a while ago.
Okay.
It was the day I was bringing a load to the storage unit after the house sold on Briggs.
I was about to be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
they took all the
decals and shit off of it. But yeah, that was Uncle Josh's truck. And if that ain't a sign, and that was at year 7. That was year 7 that happened in March. Okay. Yeah, so 2 years ago he gave me a sign.
Well, hi, Uncle Josh.
Hi, Uncle Josh. Yeah, like really, I get a little emotional when Justin pulls up with the kids, and I get mad. Like, it should be him giving those babies suckers and getting them all shirred up.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a whole other podcast show about my brother Joshua Door.
I know I talk a lot about Uncle Josh to Ben. Just
yeah, they would have liked each other.
They definitely would have, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my pharmacists thinks I need to take one of those ancestry tests.
Don't.
I'll tell you why. Hold on.
Don't.
I told him why I didn't want to. I was more afraid of what I would discover.
What do you mean?
Like how sketchy, your side of the family is, like with the history of.
Yeah, whatever. No, I'd be like, no.
The way I finished it, I was like, no offense, I got my family as is now. Like, it's already got its own weird lines of complicated. I don't need to add to it.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, that is. Mm-hmm. But man, they want a lot of money just for some spit and to, tell you.
For them to, yeah.
I'm
not even touching that because I want to keep going with the podcast.
Shit.
But.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, after the shop sells, I'll be able to talk about things, I think, a little bit more freely.
Right.
It isn't that I'm afraid to talk about it. It's just that I just don't want the bullshit right now. I got some shit going on that I want done, so I can move on with my destiny.
No, I agree.
Exciting.
I did see... We'll call him Mr. Botox. I did see Mr. Botox the other day. That's when I called you.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
He looks a lot better. Like, he did this. He's like, you can see that I look like I got beat up. I was like, no, you're looking great. He's like, yeah, could finally take the sunglasses off. I'm like, good for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine being a woman and you had that wait time. And you still had to go to your job. You got 2 black eyes, and I went to Mexico and I got some
stuff done. Yeah,
I got some work done.
I told him, I was like, I'm serious.
Those people that have it done are probably telling people, like, look, I'm having this shit done. I'm gonna look different when I get back.
Mm-hmm. I told him how serious I was about him coming here to speak. He's like, I used to do like infomercials. I go, I know.
That's
you'd be
so funny. You'd be the sell Amway. You'll have to ask him. Yeah. That was like the first.
All I know is he did enough to have connections, not here, like different country type shit.
Huh. It'd be interesting. I just love people in general. All right, that's a lie. I don't. I love being curious with other people's stories.
Yes.
That's one thing. Do I love people? No.
One thing I will say about the heart is I'm talking in your direction. I had this over here. I moved it, and now I'm like...
Yeah. I wonder if it'll change the sound quality
of us.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, y'all, we're not here for sound quality. At least I'm not. So save your Nellie Olson critiques about, oh my God, did you hear how bad the sound quality was of episode 12? Yeah, we don't want to hear it. But are we making you laugh? Are we making you think? Are you rolling your eyes? Because if you're not, we're not doing our job.
I mean, yeah, to be honest. I don't mind the feedback of others. But I
don't
mean,
either.
The feedback as in...
But don't be doing it to be mean. Which... There are a few mean girls.
I was going to say, there's people that are going to be mean no matter what.
I'm just saying that there are a few Nellie Olsons that I'm sure are tuning in on the edge of their seats, waiting for their episodes.
Probably.
Ah.
I'm just here sitting passenger when it comes to shit like that.
How fun is it? How fun are those future episodes going to be? They're going to be fun, let me tell you.
I was going to say, we have a good idea of like more well-structured.
Yeah. It's not revenge, but it is, hey, this is what happened in my life from how I got from there.
Plus, we can talk about just about anything.
Yeah, to here. Yeah, well, we're interesting.
We're curious.
Well, I'm curious, but I'm a curious soul that's had an interesting life. So I can provide a space of like, hey, it's no big deal. You can, I mean, I don't want you emotional dumping here, but you know, as
I mean, that's okay to do
it
sometimes.
Is, but I mean, if you're like habitual at it, let's have some positive spin on your story. Like today, I asked a question in my Facebook story. What have you built with heartbreak? And when you're young like you are, it's hard to answer that question unless you've had some
What have I built?
Yeah, like creatively, where have you put your pain? Like, or do you sit and wallow in it? Like, where does it manifest in your life that you've been, well,
it's pretty obvious what my heartbreak was, but where did I change that energy?
No, I know. You being young, right? Especially talking about physical therapy, and that we stored in our bodies, you know, as flight or fight, flight. Nice. Is that productive to mock your mother?
Oh, okay. So next time you see Ben,
it's like, seriously,
he tells people all the time I'm the reason he stutters, and it's because I find it funny. I don't mean it in a mocking way. It's more of like people can mess up too.
Exactly, because we're real and raw here. Yeah. And whatever Spencer fixes or doesn't fix, I'm cool with it. I'm getting better at the cringe. I'm getting much better at
this whole world is fucking cringe at this point,
God,
Mom.
Seriously. I can't even with some things. I find I even limit my own time, even though I'm trying to build something, but at the same time I'm trying to hide from. I can't wait to not have to be on social media so much for this place and have a more structured direction. Make it more purposeful, I guess, but I can't wait to like not be busy.
Yeah. Buzz.
Yeah. 7 days a week.
You're hitting your retirement era, Mom.
Yeah.
You're hitting your.
I am.
You do you, boo.
Yeah.
Era.
It's time to have. I'll be the nanny.
Have a conversation.
I'll have a
easy.
Nanny. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, is it? Not all conversations are easy.
I'm saying our conversations are easy.
Well, right now, but we haven't talked about any tough stuff. But I'm sure some of that stuff would come up.
See, when it comes to the tough stuff, it's tough because, people are very opinionated. And, people are going to take our words and twist them and switch them around to what we make any different. Right.
You know how many bitches are probably fucking, like I just said, who the fuck does she think she is? She is a liar. Hey, she's a. Oh my God, I know the truth, and that's all that matters. So I just keep on trucking as if what else can you do? Like, gee, willikers.
I gotta stop picking. Mom, why'd you give me these tweezers?
I know, right? Why do you think I hide them?
Well, to segue next, Sex and the City.
Ooh.
Did you watch one full episode?
Oh, no. I watched the trailer, then I watched the first episode, and I maybe got 13 minutes.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't wait an additional 4? They're like 20 minutes. 21 minutes, maybe. So
there was a lot of cringe happening there.
That's the whole fucking show.
Clearly. But when there was many things going through my mind, and I tried to like write them all down. Like, one would be, okay, that's probably not the show I want to watch while I'm lonely at night. Number 2, it isn't
Why not?
I don't know, because I don't want to subject myself to dreams and having some. That's a whole other podcast show. But anywho.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't want. And then it isn't like you can do that promiscuous stuff in this day and age anymore. Well, you can. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So to watch it, it almost feels, yeah, it's not even entertaining. It just makes me feel sorry for them. But like, yeah, another narcissistic man. Good luck with that.
The way I have been watching it is more of not only for like background noise, but I don't know. Some of the shit's just funny and interesting.
Yeah, I didn't get that far into it. I'm sure I could if
like I
I.
told you, the first few episodes are kind of boring. Like they are. I will admit that.
Yeah, well, it was like nails on a chalkboard.
It's just another show to watch because I've already rewatched so many of my other shows.
Yeah, but I'm not a show watcher.
Well, even when I did watch my shows, once again, those are my background noises.
I liked their clothes, but I'm not there yet. I gotta kind of watch and see. I can't have that shit playing in the background. I'd rather listen to Neville Goddard in meditation or bilateral music. I've been pretty good. I haven't been watching any murder shows. I'm almost completely off the murder shows at night. That's what used to lull me to sleep.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not watching it. Your Sex in the City is my dateline.
Perfect dream line right there of
right
what to expect. Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, because we wouldn't want Mr. Right showing up in my fucking dreams. I would hope I would recognize him next trip. I don't even know. I welcome it. I know I'm ready. I put the work in, so I know the man I'm manifesting. I'm ready. Woo! What, you don't think so? What's that?
I meant more. I'm thinking. I'm basing it off the show that we're watching.
See exactly what I don't want. That is that type of dating life.
Well, that was so the early 2000s.
I was married with children.
I know you were.
But I mean, if I were living in New York and that were the lifestyle now, I'd be working at a tad. But I can't sleep around. Well, I got as far as where she sees
Mr. Big.
No, she meets Mr. Big. That's where I stopped it. She dropped all her papers, and he's looking back at her.
She's got the condoms on the ground.
Just got done fucking her young.
Okay, that's right. The first episode is acting like a man, like sleeping around.
Yeah, because she's with her gay friend at lunch. Yeah, and I'm like, I could totally see me in that realm in that time, but not now. I can't. I don't know if I would do the sleep around thing very well.
I don't know. They're also in their
in their
30s and 40s when they're doing that too.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to relate.
But a lot of these episodes are them trying to act like they're in their 20s, their early 20s. Because apparently that was more of the rage. Or whatever.
Yeah, no, and it makes me cringe for them. I find that I'm feeling sorry for...
You see me slouching. You didn't even tell me to fix
I'm slouching too. Where's my alarm?
For real.
Pinch me. Hunched over. Sick of it. Sun can shine anytime now. You notice you stand up straighter whenever the sun shines. You just got a little bit of pep in your step, and you're just
because you're getting
loving exactly loving life a little hardcore. Yeah.
My seeds are starting to pop out.
Aww.
That I planted.
How fun is that?
I got my garden measured out. I got everything.
Did you see that rotary?
Yeah, the video. Yeah.
It was funny. Something that you need to have.
Jacob has one that he's gonna actually let me borrow. And when I say borrow, I mean either make Dad or Ben use it because I don't want to use it. Not for me.
You won't be able to feel your arms after 10 minutes.
That's fine. It won't be my arms. That'll be numb. It's funny you say that because that's the same feeling you get when you're push mowing.
Yeah. I'll never forget push mowing my first lawn. Full without having any help. That was like Mother's Day after buying myself a lawnmower.
That lawnmower is still kicking.
I love that.
We did have to put oil in it.
Oh, you got the lawnmower?
I have the lawnmower.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I love that lawnmower. It's went through a lot of shit, man.
It's running over a lot of shit at my
That's
house.
what I mean. It's taking a beating without any real maintenance to it.
I know, it was like the first time we had to put oil in it. It was last year, I think.
Wow.
I know. Probably should do something more maintenance-wise on it, but, you know.
Yeah, you should. But don't jinx it.
It's still working.
Because the minute you do, it won't work. Or
Right.
something else on it will break.
Change something and something else is broken because of
Right.
it.
Wow, we're almost at 37 minutes.
I know.
Really no rhyme or reason to our podcast today. We didn't talk about what you wanted to talk about. Do you want to touch base on that and play that little clip from what's his name? Mark? What's his name? We really, in the future, you'll hear us talk about, we have watched a few of this gentleman's
Matt
Walsh's documentaries where, wow. I think both of them that we watched and just any clip or when he was on Joe Rogan, he definitely, I like him because he makes you think. And wow, those...
A lot of people don't like him at the same time.
No, I know. Well, nobody wants to be confronted with their own shadow or be, yeah, but wow.
Well, that's the fact
So
that...
touching base on some of the touchier subjects that we're not going to talk about till Mom's plant store sells.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about it because...
Yeah, okay. So we'll just not talk about it right yet. But there are some... We're working up to a direction of our show. But I do like... It's called Route 37 for a reason. I like that it goes all over the place. I like that, hey, we're going to take this back road a second.
Yeah.
We might pull off the road and go potty. We might pull off the road to have a smoke. Not really, neither one of us smoke.
Right.
But, we just might find a garage sale. You never know. There's so many things. So I like the idea that I don't have a structured signpost scripted content podcast show.
Right.
Unless I'm reading my journals. Sonia and I's segment will definitely just be kind of serve and volley flow.